Hi, I'm Noel, psychotherapist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. A brief video to touch upon some of the issues in sex addiction for my blog, Sex Addiction and Love. Sex addiction, sex and love addiction, I would call it, SLAR, is a difficult one. It's a difficult addiction. It comes loaded like many addictions. This one in particular seems to generate a lot of heated debate as to the reality of it or not. My experience is it's real. It's very much like any other addiction that I come across and deal with. The difference, I guess, is in the intimate nature of the sense of betrayal if there is another person involved in the addiction. So if it's your partner, your husband or your wife who is the active addict, the sense of betrayal is can be quite huge when you find out. My experience is also that the sense of betrayal in other addictions for the non-addict partner is often huge as well. If you ask the partner of an alcoholic, they have similar sort of reactions and responses often. There's no way in this I want to sort of minimise or avoid any of these issues by naming it as an addiction. I don't say that the behaviour is okay. Sex addiction is, in my opinion, like any other addiction, best treated with abstinence, by which I mean that when I work with a sex addict, I identify with them what are those behaviours that are part of their illness, that they then have to what's called bottom line, which is not act out on. And be very, very clear about that their sexual conduct has to occur within the context of loving, intimate relationships with people, with a partner, and not consist of activities such as obsessive use of porn, use of prostitutes, multiple sexual partners, use of drugs and sexual partners, etc., etc. So in no way would I say as a therapist that it's condonable, the behaviour. It's not. It's of no benefit to the addict or the partner in this situation. And when I work with couples, I make that very clear, that if the addict partner cannot maintain abstinence, it's very difficult to see how the relationship can continue between the addict and non-addict in that relationship. So I'm very clear about that. I don't moralise about it. I just think it's the truth. It's very difficult for somebody to maintain a sense of intimacy. In that, it's slightly different to, say, working with somebody who's an alcoholic, where there is support for the non-alcoholic to remain with that person, whether they're using or not, through Al-Anon, etc. But it is very difficult, I think, for the non-addict partnership in a sex addiction situation to rebuild that trust. It's not impossible, it does happen, and long-term abstinence from sex addiction is more than possible. I've seen it lots. So that's really what I want to say about it for today, face-to-face, as it were. I hope you find the blog interesting and maybe get back to me with your experiences. Okay, for today I want to leave you with this thought. For today I can have a healthy relationship to myself, to my sexuality and to my partners. Today I can have a healthy relationship to myself, to my sexuality and to my partner. Okay, thanks for dropping by.